good evening. And if you'd like an extra challenge to think about during tonight's show, let me put before you what they say is the hardest logic problem of all time. Have you ever heard it? It's a version of that one about the two Romans. We're on an island with three natives. One always lies, one always tells the truth. One lies and tells the truth at random. They can only say ja and da. One means yes, one means no, and you don't know which. The question is, why didn't we just go to Italy like last year? Pondering similarly baffling questions tonight are, on my right, Jonathan Kershaw, a Green Party volunteer who recently joined the campaign for Real Ale after a 30-year decision-making process. Peter Barlow, a keen hill walker who saw a shadowy spectre on a misty mountainside. And their captain, Brett Bostock, a retired mental health manager who once caused a bomb scare that resulted in the evacuation of an entire factory. United by a passion for the planet, they are the eco-warriors. Now, on your journey so far, you've beaten the escapologists and the snake charmers to get to the third round. How have you prepared for the next stage?
Well, I suggested we dedicate ourselves to fasting and meditation, and was outvoted, so it was Cardiff, frivolity and beer.
Excellent. I thought I heard something in the back of the dressing room. You are playing this evening on my left. Luke Kelly, a travel enthusiast who's counted every single barrel of Guinness in the Guinness Brewery at Park Royal. Rob Cumming, a rabbit lover who's lost both front teeth, broken his collarbone and knocked himself out while trampolining. And their captain, Julia Hobbs, a marketing graduate who can do the splits. All professional question setters they are, the Inquisitors. Now, on your way here, you beat the Cricketers, but you lost to the Wanderers, then you won again against the Snake Charmers and the Meeples. How have you been relaxing between games?
Mainly eating steak and drinking wine.
These are my kind of teams. Now, you won the toss, Eco-Warriors, so you'll be going first. Please choose an Egyptian hieroglyph.
Horned viper, please.
Horned viper will be the first question of the third round, or the quarterfinals. Are they quarterfinals? No one knows. I'm sure we'll debate it later. Your first clue is coming in now.
Boring tale.
Nice one.
No, don't. OK, should we have another?
I think so.
Next, please. Violent Vic.
No, I'm still none the wiser.
No, I don't.
No. Next one.
Yes. Next, please. P. I think we're going to need them all.
I think we are.
Next, please.
2 seconds.
Is the connection that they all refer?
No, it is too long. I don't think you know the answer. Over to you, Inquisitors, for a possible bonus point.
Are they nicknames of bishops or archbishops?
No, I mean, they might be, but not officially. No. Add IOUS for adjectives boring, tedious, violent, vicious, devout, pious, repulsive, odious. It's adjectives ending IOUS, and we've whipped off those last letters and put a synonym before. Nobody spotted that one. Your head too full of archbishops, clearly. So no bonus point, Inquisitors, but what would you like for your own question?
Lion, please.
Lion, OK. It's the music question. You'll be hearing your clues. What do they have in common? Here's the first.
Anything? Next, please.
Happy Feet. No, it's 42nd Street, isn't it?
Next, please.
You got a lot I knew. I say you are my friend.
Let's go next again. Next, please.
I was the third brother of five, doing whatever I had to do to.
Streets.
I need to hear something specific.
Numbered streets. We've got 42nd Street in there and 110th Street.
I'm afraid that's not it. So over to you, Eco-Warriors, for a possible bonus.
They all have titles in the street, like positively 4th Street and 42nd Street, and refer to New York streets.
OK, now, Brett, love you though I do, you must be careful later in the round to get to the answer a little bit quicker than that, rather than talk your way there, but I will accept it. New York streets. Yes, at this stage we need something very specific. 42nd Street, positively 4th Street, 110th Street. The first one was Bleecker Street, no number there. Nevertheless, 1 bonus point to you. What would you like as a question?
Twisted flax, please.
Twisted flax. OK. What is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
I'm not sure the architect was.
No.
No.
Should we have another?
Yes. I think so.
Next, please. Oh,
Wow.
is he the guy who had it detached and then reconnected?
I have no idea. Do you want to try another one just as...
Next, please. Octagon.
That's the octagon, isn't it? Are they?
Are they all octagon?
Octagon.
Next, please. Yeah, octagonal. They're all octagonal shapes.
They're all octagons, so I will give it to you. Do you know what's going on at clue 2?
Oh, no idea.
This is not a real person with an octagonal penis. This is a character in Anchorman, the legend of Ron Burgundy, a character played by the wonderful Paul Rudd, and he refers to his penis as the octagon. It's a nickname.
Right.
His testicles are called James Westfall and Dr. Kenneth Noisewater. And apparently he says if you play your cards right, you might get to meet the whole gang. All octagons. Very well done. Inquisitors, what would you like?
Eye of Horus, please.
The Eye of Horus. What is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
Farewell, adieu. Next, please. These superstitions. Next, please. These are things that are considered unlucky.
Say goodbye, is that lucky? That was it.
Next, please. This must be superstitions in boxing or something.
Just things that you shouldn't do. Just things that you shouldn't do.
Things that you shouldn't do.
I'm afraid I need to hear something specific. I will give you another go.
Are they boxing superstitions?
I'm afraid they are not. So, Eco Warriors, another bonus chance for you.
Are they all deemed to be bad luck?
They are, but I need to hear something specific. I can see why you said boxing. Different sort of tent.
Is it
Unlucky.
circus?
Unlucky in the circus.
Oh.
That's what it is. Circus folk don't say goodbye. They say, see you down the road. Apart from Nellie the elephant, I suppose. She said to say goodbye to the circus. But then maybe she came to a bad end, we don't know. Stepping into the ring, not the boxing ring. Sitting with your back to the ring, the circus ring. So no bonus point that time, Eco Warriors. But what would you like?
2 reads, please.
2 reads. OK, what is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
Right, so I don't know what he did. Order, so we'll have another.
Yes, I think so.
Next, please.
If it's German.
Well, yes.
Did he have some particular role in
I can't remember.
Bolton?
He did at Bolton. No, he did at Bolton.
It's a
Pete.
striker.
We'll have another, shall
I
we?
think so, yeah.
Next, please. Ooh.
I think we're going to need another one quick.
Next, please.
2 seconds.
Right. Were they all the 14th of their order?
Including Louis the 19th.
Yeah.
I'm afraid they were not. Inquisitors, do you want to have a go?
Last Germans to hold those positions?
No, they weren't, and they're certainly not all German. No, they had those roles in brackets for 1 day. Felipe de Alba was married to Jean-Jacques Beau for 1 day. Then she said, he bored me, he's a playboy and I'm a hard-working actress. Dietmar Hamann, he moved to Bolton from Liverpool on a free transfer when was sold for £400,000. After 1 day, Goebbels, of course, made German Chancellor, but then they all died the next day. And Louis the 19th, King of France, he succeeded his father, Charles X, but he abdicated 20 minutes later in favour of his nephew. They all lasted 1 day. Last question of the round, that's for you, Inquisitors. It's the water question. I expect these will be picture clues. What do they have in common? Here's the first.
Next, please. Dennis Norden. All right on the night. 19. He's in his 90s. Next, please. Is that Murray Walker? Yeah, it looks like Murray Walker. Done that school. Next, please. David Deal. Oh, God. Can't be Jewish.
Nothing to do with laws.
we got?
3 seconds.
Anything?
No.
Laughter. No, it's not. Laughter.
That's
no.
a reasonable guess, but I can't accept it, I'm afraid. So a bonus chance for you, Eco Warriors.
Do they all champion some kind of mental illness programmes to help resettle?
I mean, it would be magnificent if that fellow in the first clue had had the foresight to do that as long ago as he lived, but no. Now, I think this is a really beautiful question. It's extremely difficult. You are looking at Jesse James, Dennis Norden, Harry Carpenter and David Baddiel, all famously involved in duos with Franks. David Baddiel and Frank Skinner had a double act. Harry Carpenter and Frank Bruno, of course, worked together all the time. Dennis Norden and Frank Muir and Jesse James with his older brother Frank. They were in partnership with Franks. That means at the end of round 1, the Inquisitors have yet to score. The Eco Warriors have 2. On we go to round 2, the sequences round. At Eco Warriors, you'll be going first again. This time your clues will come sequentially. I want to know, can you complete the sequence with the 4th clue? Which hieroglyph would you like?
Lion, please.
Lion. You'll be seeing the first in a sequence. What comes 4th? The time starts now.
Right. Was that his first appearance for anything?
It could be first of all.
Yeah,
First England Cup.
Try another?
Yes, I think
Next,
so.
please. Oh. What, 6, I think?
Yeah.
I'm going for that.
So, hang on. It's the phone number 7.
6 sixes.
It's got the
Well, it's not a
maximum
connection, it's a sequence, isn't it?
It's
We need the
sequence,
next
right.
one.
Next.
6
I
winners.
wrote 7. So it's
Seven.
something that's 8.
It's 8.
Something that's 1 8.
Who's 8?
2 seconds.
We're going for the winners of the FA Cup who will have played 8 rounds to get there.
I think that's an acceptable answer. I will take it. I think you've solved that puzzle. What is the sequence?
Jermaine Defoe scored 5 goals on that day. Garfield Sobers famously hit 6 sixes.
Frankie Dettori's magnificent 7 at Ascot.
He rode 7 winners at Ascot, that's right. And so we needed to hear a team or a person that had done something 8 times, 8 victories. We went with Michael Phelps, who won 8 gold medals at the 2008 Olympics, but any team who won 8 matches, that would count in that sequence. So well done. Over to you, Inquisitors, for a choice.
Twisted flax, please.
The Twisted Flax. What would come forth in this picture sequence? Here's the first.
That's Easter Island. Hawaii. There's 5 of them.
Next, please. Is that real? Is that real?
Moa's like
Next, please.
sorry, just Judy Dench, 7.
Judi Dench as M.
Exactly what we featured ourselves. And what's this sequence?
It's M, Mo, Moa and
Moai.
Moai.
That's right, the Easter Island heads, the Moai. We had a match earlier in this series where the answer was a picture of Judi Dench as M, and M is the 13th letter of the alphabet. Spooky? A coincidence?
I think not.
Not a coincidence. We simply run out of pictures, and Mr. Whaley Cohen has a bit of a thing for Judi Dench as M, so we'll just draw a veil over that one. Eco Warriors, what would you like?
Water, please.
Water. OK. And what will come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
Yeah, right.
Former currencies.
Let's find out which way this is right.
Yep.
Next, please. Oh, that's an old currency that gave its name to the dollar, I think.
Right.
Right. We'll have to go to the others. Next, please.
I'm trying to it's Greek.
Yeah, I think it must be.
Is it?
I think it must be. I think there's brought one up on down.
Yeah, but it is.
Unless it's lira.
What's next?
Lira? We're going for the lira.
And that's the right answer. Why?
We think they are currencies that went into the euro that had the highest denomination notes.
Well, it's not quite the denomination notes, it's the number of them you'd need to buy a euro. They're the weakest currency, so you need about 200 of the Portuguese escudo for a euro, the tolar, Slovenia, 239, 340 drachma. And how many lira would you have needed for 1 euro? when it joined.
It's about 2,500.
About 3,000.
Well, it was even about 1930 or 1940, that kind of thing. Huge amounts of lira. That was the weakest currency to join the euro. Well done. Inquisitors, what would you like?
Eye of Horus, please.
The Eye of Horus. What would come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
Next, please.
Is that a rhyme?
Next, please. So these are things that have happened to buildings or ships or... So what would it be next? These things that happened to... I don't know.
It has to be sort of ships, doesn't it?
Yeah, so what do we say? Go on then.
Just say.
2 seconds.
Risen up from the seabed.
Not it, I'm afraid. Eco-warriors, do you know?
And that one stayed up, and that's what you'll inherit, my lad, the strongest castle in these isles.
That is exactly right. What is the sequence?
That's the Swamp Castle from Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
It's the King of Swamp Castle. Yes, it's Michael Palin talking to Terry Jones about the castles that he built. The fourth one stayed up. Very well done. When I first saw the sequence, it brought back memories of my hen night. But no, a Monty Python sequence. Well done for the bonus. And what would you like for your own question?
2 reads, please.
The 2 reads. OK, what will come forth? Here's the first clue.
We need to see it. Yeah, next, please. Next, please.
It's conservative. With governments, they say David Cameron, so it's Theresa May conservative. TM, con.
2 seconds.
We've got something with T.
It's TM.
TM, con.
I mean, you've got the right answer, but can you not think of anything that would be abbreviated to TM?
Theresa May.
Well, no, but yes, but...
OK.
Talk me through the sequence.
Tuberculosis shortened to TB would be Tony Blair, Labour. GB, Gordon Brown, Labour. DC, David Cameron, Labour, Conservative, and who was followed by Theresa May on...
So something like...
Trademark.
Trademark. Transcendental meditation it could have been. But yes, we're going through the initials of Prime Ministers, and the trick there is not Lab, it's Labour. Inquisitors, what would you like?
Horned Viper, please.
The Horned Viper. OK, what will come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
Next, please.
Roma.
Short stories. Next, please. Thing.
Is it something that's written or translated?
Romance. No, I don't think so. Short stories. Is it about authors? What do you think? Go on.
2 seconds.
English poetry.
I wish that was the answer, but it isn't the answer. Eco-warriors, do you want to have a go?
We're going to try British novels.
I mean, I wish that was the answer as well, but it isn't. It's the Nobel Prize for Literature. In 2013, they gave it to Alice Munro, a Canadian who wrote short stories. 2014, Patrick Modiano, French novels. In 2015, Svetlana Alexievich, Belarusian journalism. And it then went to Bob Dylan, an American who wrote songs. If only it had been British novels. That means at the end of round 2, the Inquisitors have 2 points. The Eco-warriors have 9. Now it's time, of course, for the connecting wall. And Inquisitors, it'll be your turn to go first. So please choose lion or water.
Lion, please.
OK, you have 2.5 minutes to solve the lion wall, starting now.
Okay.
Canton department. Riding.
Riding and... field?
State.
State?
Nope.
Field? 100 is one
Yes.
of those as well. No.
Hoist, fly is parts of a flag, and so is canton.
I've got those. So
Hoist,
canton,
fly,
hoist, fly,
and field.
field.
3 lives
What else
now.
have we got now? Yeah, 3 lives.
MI6 chief, what are they called?
All known by a single letter. I
Yeah,
suppose.
carbon, Cuba.
All known by the letter
Yeah,
C.
it's got
Then.
like that.
So, what else is there though?
Oh no. Power or what? Jewel.
What power work?
Let's talk.
I don't know.
We've got to have a word. Brick or horsepower.
I'm not sure about those. Carbon footprint.
It's not 14.
I don't know. We're going to have to just start putting things in. If we've got C's, what could a C be?
Are they all?
don't
They
know.
all feel like the word ones.
Should we just try it?
Yeah.
There you go. You solved the wall. Let's look for the connections. The first blue group, State Department 100 Riding.
They're all administrative divisions of places, towns, cities, that sort of thing.
That's
Counties.
exactly what they are, administrative subdivisions of countries. The green group, Field, Canton, Hoist, Fly.
They're all connected with flags.
All parts of a flag.
Parts of a flag.
And the next dark pink group, Work, Power, Place, Wall.
This power. I don't know.
No, too long. It is the word one, and the answer is fire. Firework, firepower, fireplace, firewall.
Yeah.
And the turquoise group, 12, Cuba, Carbon, MI6 Chief.
All represented by the letter C, single letter C.
Yes, they are. 12, C in hexadecimal. That's what that is.
Yeah.
So that is 4 groups and 3 connections, a total of 7 points. Let's bring in the other team now, give them the water wall and see how they get on with it. Up to you now, Eco Warriors, 2.5 minutes, and that time starts now.
Brassy, is that a golf club? That a golf club?
Aye, but
You don't see any more golf clubs.
Spielman, is it?
That's a golf term. And short?
could be. Nope,
Nope,
not
doesn't
that
work.
one. Right. None. Is that Uri? Burn. No. That might need an E on the end of it if it's going to be.
Burn would be a director. Burn would be a
Spielman and director.
Spielman's a director.
Is he? Right.
Yeah. And what's his directors?
Can't see another one. Try that. No.
Jeffrey Howe.
No,
Or put an E on the surname.
Howe. Howe, yes.
Could be. Yeah. How Gear
Burn.
Burn.
and none.
None.
Not having it.
Rich. Burn. It's Howe.
Yes.
Got
Right.
it.
Well, we have waiting room.
Burn means short.
Yeah.
It's short, fresh, and smart.
Nope.
You can be a brassy blonde. You can be smart. No, pert blonde.
No, it's
no,
not coming.
No, it doesn't work for us.
Spielman. What was Spielman do?
Is that a manoeuvre in
I'm not sure.
skiing or something? Conquest.
Would that be Norman Conquest?
Isn't a Norman in front of anything
No,
else?
there isn't.
No.
This is a Norman. No. Yeah, time's going down.
Fresher, smarter, perter.
Any baskets?
E on the end of perter. Shorter, smarter.
Yeah. No, it's not having it.
Fresher, smarter, shorter.
Can't be forward.
10 seconds.
No. Oh, yeah.
No.
No. This isn't working, is it?
That's it. The time is up and the wall has frozen. Well, you found one group. Can you tell me the connection?
We think if you had E's on the end, you get the names of directors, producers.
I'm afraid that's absolutely not true. And what's amazing is that you found that group and that's not it. It's ARD to make a name. Howard, Richard, Bernard, Gerard. It's that.
Right.
But you can still get points for the connections in the groups you didn't find. So let's resolve the wall. There we are. Short, waiting, bucket, laundry.
List.
It's list, short list, waiting list, bucket list, laundry list. And the next group, Pert, Conquest, Spielman, none.
Can you put Normans in front of them?
No, you see, it's Stuart Conquest. I thought this would be got quickly, and I was wrong. They're chess grandmasters. Great chess players, Spielman, yeah. And the next group, brassy, smart, fresh, forward.
They're all terms applied to women.
Well, not necessarily women, but people
yes.
if you're like loud up front,
Loud or up
sort
front,
of overconfident. sort of
That's
thing.
right. Yes, it named after people that are cheeky, so you get a point for that. I deduct 9 for saying it's women, so that's -8.
Do we get them back because I contradicted him?
Just about do. Snatch those points from the jaws of defeat there. But you found one group and you got 2 connections, so that's a total of 3. Let's have a look at the overall scores. The Inquisitors have 9 points, the Eco-Warriors have 12. So everything to play for in round 4, the missing vowels round. Fingers on buzzers, teams. I can tell you that the first group are all difficult. Inquisitors.
Complex.
Correct. Inquisitors.
Rocket science.
Correct. Inquisitors.
Nigh on impossible.
Yes, it is. Don't know this one from the film In the Loop. Difficult, difficult, lemon difficult. Next group are all easy. Warriors.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Correct. Inquisitors.
Facile.
Correct. Inquisitors. Too long, I'm afraid you lose a point. Eco-Warriors, do you know? That's too long as well. It's idiot-proof. Next clue. Inquisitors.
Bread and butter.
Correct. Next category, love in song titles. Inquisitors.
Love is all around.
Yes, it is. Eco-Warriors.
Love is a battlefield.
Correct. Inquisitors.
Love will tear us apart.
Correct. Inquisitors.
Love will keep us together.
Lovely. Next category, departments in a law firm. Inquisitors.
Employment.
Saying employment just as the bell goes, you do get a point, but that is the end of the quiz. And I can tell you that the winners with 17 points are the Inquisitors. In second place after that missing vowels round, it's the Eco-Warriors with 14. But you're not out in a complicated new twist in round 3, or is it the quarterfinals? Nobody goes home, you're somewhere, different places, but still here. I don't really understand. I'm joking. Of course I understand. The winners tonight are through to the next round. The losers go on to play the winners of Manchester City and Burnley at Turf Moor live tomorrow on Sky Sports 2. Lose that, and it's still not over, because they could find one of 5 golden tickets hidden in Wonka bars. Fail to do that, and they can appeal to the European Court of Human Rights. But I get a move on with that, if you know what I mean. Goodbye.